Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Good up. 180. 52 the mic. I got it. Alert. Hey, Mike 52. Mike. Hey, Delta. In your face. Hey, 18. Check. Fresno.
Now Trubisky on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Just like that. Slam. Check it backer. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, echo. Check safety.
Now Jones. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Kill.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Yeah. Hey, two.
Jones now operating from the gun. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. You just block me. 6-6, pull it hard. Alert 3. Shit, shit. Ran, touch.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 66 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Check 26, check 26.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Set. X3. 218, chop. Kill. Hey, team 6. Ready, down.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Ready, 60 yours. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, Topper. You don't want none. Check back 27. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch twist. Greystone, travel. He's crazy. He's
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, orbit. Patsy. Check 52. Yep.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Hey, box drop. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Bears push further out in front. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That kickoff return, 104 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Trubisky will throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Throwing here, Trubisky. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now. 80 weapons.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Bravo.
58 to Mike. 58.
2nd and 4. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey, exit.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Come.
On the draw, this is Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
What's the run? They're running it.
Tight go. Snap.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Back to throw. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense.
Hey, lock it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jones off the play fake. Looking for Shepard deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Get up. 180. 18. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Five.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That's complete right side to Gabriel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Hey, let's get this. Kill.
Ran, jump.
Kill. Turn up. No. Check that. We want Mike
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got Miller. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys are able to regain the lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I'm here all day. Hey, switch gears. Check 24. Slam.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones, off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Joker. 18.
First down, a run with Cohen. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 35 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he rifles one incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's White. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just get...
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Trubisky. And now he'll tuck it and run. He finds an opening past the 40. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 36-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Lock in, lock in. 55, come on, guys, 55. We don't want this.
They go play action with Trubisky. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Bears push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Jones. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Blue draw Corkers.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ran, check 37, X3, 218, chopper. Check 31.
Now White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He's going to loft one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Hey. Go.
Jones throwing on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there.
Check. Fresno. Kill.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready, break. 27, check right. Look, squeeze. Out. Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Throwing Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Jones. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
2nd and 7.
He's not going to get me.
At the 23-yard
Check
line.
safety, check safety.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Let's go right here now. Go. Watch the shot. Hey, Echo. Big grip.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Go. Get it.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to... This is caught at the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. And timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly.